Hello, I'm Su Today, I'd like to introduce myself to everyone. If there's anything useful for any group or if the clips I've made are useful, please share them. Subscribe to me so that if there are any new updates, you won't miss anything. Su's duty is just to send information and news. And it will be information from the real knower who received it from O1, the real one who uses the dragon method, which he calls himself. But it's his Dharmakaya knowledge, overlaying the body of a person with merit, which we call the real knower. And he sent us information to inform everyone. We've promised O1 for a long time that we will receive merit if he is assigned. Therefore, here we will have information from him for everyone. See you. MD-UG.68.40 The story of Khru J and his delusion, the danger to the afterlife of O1's children, the people of Pak Prab who aim for the ultimate Dharma, with the final chapter from O1, Mangkorn. At the 2nd of July 2025, the news of the death of Khru J or Dharma Jul.2025, O1, I call him Khru J for short. I will tell the story divided into periods, in the form of historical records and compiled from information received at each period. Therefore, there are many parts as follows. Part 1 Thursday the 3rd of July 2025 23.09 hours. The person who knows the truth informed that O1, Mangkorn, told Kiantawan to inform O1's children who are still alive as follows, counting down. Whoever still believes that O1 is in the temple will have a short life because his merit has run out and will be like Khru J. 1. Whoever wants to know how Khru J died should ask the current director of finance because Khru J posted on the page on the 2nd of June 2025 telling the story of this director sending people to intervene in the finances of Suan Himwin and Fu Ruya Company, whose original management team came from Khun A, resulted in an inability to reach an agreement. 2. Khru J's page continued that in the end, Khun A's team returned the financial management authority to Abbot Mu, who decided on the meeting results. The committee accepted a new person, but only in name, allowing the current financial director, who interfered until there were problems, to control the finances of these two places as he wished. Is this suspicious? 3. And on June 3, 2025, Khru J also posted on the page that various offices withdrew temple funds for personal use, both zigzagging and non-zigzagging. Many groups did a lot. Or is the current financial director of the temple going to do something else about the finances that is not correct? I'm afraid that if Khru J is still here, he will know and will post on the page, announce news again, so. 4. News said that she was alone, slipped, fell, hit her head, no one helped, and slowly lost her breath. It was already 3 days before someone found her dead, June 27, 2025. The 30th of June 2025, but O1, Mangkorn, said, through a real person, that she was poisoned like cyanide when she went to the pagoda. It took effect on the 21st of June 2025, and she left her body on the 24th of June 2025. 5. It doesn't matter if anyone doesn't believe it because the information she got is a special method. Only those who have reached the Dhammakaya knowledge will know that it's true. So now, as far as I know, except for the real O1, no one in this group knows because no one has reached it. As for the sitting set that she used to do in the temple with O1, no one is left. 6. The truth from O1, Mangkorn, said that O1 left the temple since the 2nd of February 2019. But O1 knew with her sixth sense that something happened, so she rushed to find him immediately out of love for her child, wanting to add merit to help, but her heart was closed with love for O1. The person she believed was in the temple, the heart that was deluded, the sinful side, covered it in black, unable to receive merit. 7. Isn't the head teacher or O1 used to teach at the Dream in Dream Litaya kindergarten that the subtle body with less merit will not be able to see the subtle body with more merit? Therefore, the subtle body that has no merit at all like Khru J does not see anyone, so she cannot see O1 who went to find her with the subtle Dhammakaya. 8. Then she will not see anyone because she has no merit, her status is worse than a wandering ghost or spirit that can still receive merit. The soul of someone who has committed more sins than merits before death will be drawn to hell, great hell, or has equal merits and sins. When they go to judge in the underworld, they can be reborn as a new person. 9. Having pride, not listening to good friends, believing in herself to the extreme, made Khru J focus on staying with O1 in her own mind that does not have a real identity in the temple. Therefore, she is not conscious of the truth. It is like she has tightly covered her eyes. Therefore, the real O1 went to find her, but she did not want it. Her heart is closed, so she cannot receive merit. 10. Can you help her? The answer is no. Her heart is tied up by itself. So she must untie it herself. When she could not find O1 until she was suspicious, she was able to lose consciousness. O1 can help the beings in hell because she still has merit. But she has to pay for her karma because the sins have come to fruition first. Here, she has no merit because of her delusion about O1 directly. This result is the worst. No one can help. 11. O1 the real one once took me to see in my dream with O1 walking in the dark, but I saw in my foot touched something soft, so I bent down to pick it up and saw a water bag with a baby the size of a mouse. 2 hands covered his ears, closed his eyes, and his nostrils were blocked with white in the water. When I stood up, I saw that there were bags like this piled up to my knees all over the room. 12. O1 saw this fate in advance, but he did not give up. So it is what he does every day. Just tell everyone the truth so that they can get out of their delusion. If they do not accept it and close their eyes, their merit will run out and they will die as a subtle body in a water bag left beside the third realm, like what they saw in their dream. So it is a countdown to see who will be next. The music and songs used in the short clip come from O1 the real one, who gave it to Khru through a real person who knows the truth to use with this set of information. It is a hint of the song that from now on, if the children do not get out of their delusion, who they believe that O1 is in the temple and is giving orders. Not trying to find the truth to know clearly whether O1 is not in the temple or not. If he left the temple, why did he leave? The people who seized power in the temple will not tell anyone the truth for sure. Because they did evil to O1, they did it as a team in the monkhood themselves. Everyone will be led to sin for them for a while longer. When the old karma comes to fruition, they will have to end their lives and have a subtle body no different from Teacher J now. And for a long time, who knows when they will have the consciousness to think and receive merit again. Therefore, choose the bright path like a wise person. Do like a wise person before you lose the opportunity and become the next one. Episode 2, Monday the 7th of July 2025, 3:26 a.m. The person who knows the truth brings the information from O1, Mangkorn, to Khru to tell everyone as follows. I would like to leave a message of remembrance for Teacher J from the pictures of the incident. It is believable that Teacher J did his duty to expose the evil people in the temple until he died because his merit ran out from the delusion that dominated his mind that believed O1 was in the temple. 1. I do not want to make it worse, but let me analyze a bit. Why did Teacher J die? The body was found on the 30th of June 2025. Didn't hold a funeral immediately? But it was postponed to July 5th, 2025. At first, I thought that Wat Phra Dhammakaya would need several days to prepare to announce the virtues of Khru J to be worthy of the contributions that his life has made to the mission. 012. Instead, they only prayed on one day, Saturday, July 5th, 2025. The next day, the first Sunday of the month, July 6, 2025, they cremated him. Instead of letting the faithful join in making merit, they organized the cremation during the noontime when the temple residents had just finished offering rice to the monks. It seemed like they weren't letting people go because suddenly a guardian monk came and used this time to announce the news. 3. Do you think that if O1 was really in the temple, he would definitely not do this to Teacher J? Since O1 would not chase Teacher J out of the inner area, and even if she died, O1 would hold a ceremony to announce her virtues, not like this, where it is like not letting the outside area come to the ceremony, that is, afraid that someone will take action that she died abnormally, is that right? 4. Is it a coincidence that Teacher J died plus found her body before the congratulations for the 24 monks who received the royal fan and the royal monks arranged for the hosts to come to congratulate in the evening of the first day of the month instead of coming to the funeral because they saw that honor, reputation, and money were more important than the lives of good people who died. Is that right, O1? 5. 3 weeks before she died, Teacher J posted on her page to sue the hosts who followed her page. telling stories of cheating by everyone in the temple, both zigzag and direct, focusing on the head of finance. So Teacher J is not part of the group that is looking for 70% of the bribe money. Is that right? Therefore, she was dealt with, not being able to beat anymore. 6. About Teacher J and what happened on the first day of July 6, 2568, reflects that for many years, there is definitely no real O1 in the Dhammakaya temple because what happened revealed the identity and the whole format that has changed. We still have to accept that Teacher J really has no more merit left, so the funeral could only be this much. 7. Truth and reason must go in the same direction. When the approach and format have changed from what O1 used to be, used to talk and teach, it means that O1 is no longer in the temple and does not give any orders. It cannot be anything else. Thinking differently from this is delusion. But Teacher J is like this. 8. Advice from a great friend like Kyungtawan. It took hours to write a long explanation. Teacher J just glanced at it and said that it was too much, too long, didn't read, was lazy, and confirmed her own beliefs, which is to devalue others. 9. Being able to meet O1 before anyone else, to be close, to be at my table, does not mean that she has more merit than anyone else. When delusion is the defilement and delusion of the devil's side, there are 16 defilements, including pride, conceit, arrogance, and conceit. So she cannot teach herself and does not allow anyone to teach her. 10. She does not value the time and heart that others wish her well, which is to look down on people equals she cannot see people correctly. She does not believe that other people who are not her can receive the message from O1, which is to have pride, conceit. And conceit equals she is closed-minded, even though she wants to believe me, but conceit makes her unable to accept that there are things that others know but she does not equals she is closed-minded. 11. The mind that is in delusion is therefore black. Merit cannot pass through, no matter where she looks. She cannot see the truth because there is no light of wisdom, she only sees darkness. She thinks even more by herself. Conceit makes her unable to tell anyone that she is sitting in the dark. She can only tell stories of the past that used to be bright to lift her heart. 12. In early May 2025, she finally started to see a glimmer of light. Merit is getting an opportunity. When she met someone who asked about the sinful work of 40,000 temples, she still went to confirm her belief that O1 was in the temple. The illusion returned to close her heart again. Even the glimmer of light disappeared. She abandoned merit to take sin again. 13. Of the three families of defilements, delusion has the most severe and widespread destructive effect, causing wrong views, supported by the world of existence, looking at it from the other side, contrary to all principles of reason, thus becoming a large hell creature clinging to the walls of the three realms, head down, feet up, burned by fire forever and ever. 14. Teacher J. She did only good deeds throughout her life, but was defeated by the devil because of her arrogance and self-conceit, closed her heart to her good friends, and was obsessed with beliefs that were not true, did not ask or doubt about the irrationality, was afraid to ask anyone, and was willing to deceive herself in the dark. 15. Because her heart was afraid that people would know her weakness, she did not dare to ask for the truth, so she chose to stay in the darkness of sin, so she abandoned merit, but loved goodness and sought honesty, and when she saw someone doing wrong, she would not keep it a secret, so she exposed the evil person. The sinful side had an opportunity because her merit had just run out. 16. Teacher J's mind, which kept thinking in circles, but wanted to find O1 in the temple. Even though the real O1 went to be by her side, she did not see or know until her last breath. She died, her soul left her body and went to look for O1 in the hut, but she could not find him. She kept looking, circling around like a person who hanged himself, who even after death still keeps looking for a place to hang himself. 17. Do you see how much merit there will be if you fall into the trap of delusion, of the sinful side, and your heart closes off from merit? Even though Khru J has reviewed the merit from being close to O1, she used to practice magic, but was stuck with O1 that person. In Khru J's heart, she believed that he was in the temple, so she did not accept O1 coming from another way or being somewhere else, even if he was really by her side. 18. I do not know when Khru J will stop looking for O1 that person in the temple until she loosens her attachment, gets bored by herself. This result after death can happen to everyone, no matter how much merit she has made. She has thrown away all the merit since fooling herself into believing that O1 is in the temple. 19. Therefore, do not be obsessed with not knowing the truth because you think it is not harmful. Do not close your eyes and ears just because you are afraid that if you know from Kyantawan, you will not be able to make merit at the temple again. If O1 is really at the temple, I would not have to forbid anyone from making merit. But if there is no answer for sure, no one can be sure that it is merit. 20. Therefore, we must quickly get out of delusion before our merit runs out or we die. Getting out of delusion must be done by ourselves. No matter how powerful anyone is, they cannot help us. O1 often says that his children should open up to good friends around them because right view must come from their own consciousness and their own wisdom. Episode 3, Monday the 7th of July 2025, 16.01 hours. Kyantawan Sut Suttham therefore collected information, analyzed it, and summarized it as the following information. Compiled events, told stories, and analyzed various situations related to Khru J. To share with you to consider. If you have to encounter this kind of thing, who wants to encounter it? Who doesn't want to encounter it? What should you do? You must not be like this first. This story is a personal opinion based on personal knowledge. I am not forcing anyone to believe it. I hope it will be a Dhamma gift. Sunday the 1st of June 2025, the day of the rice offering has passed. Monday, June 2nd, 2025, Teacher J posted on her page that she went to the Lao market to buy food and met two monks. She bought the same food to put in the alms bowls that she bought to eat. Monday, June 2nd, 2025, the same day, Teacher J posted on her page about corruption in many temples. Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, Teacher J posted on her page about the temple's finances interfering with Kune's team that looked after the Hamawan Forest Park, Khru J, until Time retired. Later, the temple's finances were seized. Thursday, June 12, 2025, was a Buddhist holy day. Teacher J went to the pagoda and took pictures. She posted on her page. Friday, June 13, 2025, Wednesday, June 18, 2025, the next Buddhist holy day. Teacher J posted only pictures from the Buddhist holy day on her page. Then she was quiet for a long time. Information from the knowledgeable person who received from O1, Mangkorn is Saturday the 21st of June 2025, 22.30 hours. Teacher J had an incident. O1 went to see, wanted to help but couldn't help. O1 cried a lot. Tuesday, the 24th of June 2025, 5:50 hours. Teacher J died, left the body. O1, Mangkorn cried again because couldn't help her. Wednesday the 25th of June 2025, morning of the Buddhist holy day. O1, Mangkorn took the dream body of the real knower who was sleeping from outside the temple to the hut. O1. In fact, O1 took her to wait to meet Teacher J. Let the knowledgeable person be a witness that O1 knew that Teacher J would come to find O1 at the hut, so took her to wait to meet her and dreamed that Teacher J's subtle body was black. Entered the hut, looked for her even though O1's Dhammakaya and the dream body of the real knower were in front of her, 1 meter to the right, but she couldn't see me, the dream body of the knower. With O1 walking around to her right, she didn't see it. It seemed like she didn't see anything, didn't see anyone. From the picture that was seen, her body was like it was covered by a thin black cloth. That was the black infatuation covering her whole body. Analysis that during the holy day on Thursday the 12th of June 2025, when Teacher J went to the pagoda and came back, it means that she is still strong. Posted on the page Thursday the 13th of June 2025, 6 days until Wednesday the 18th of June 2025. I don't know if anyone went to bring something for Teacher J or not. That made Teacher J not come to the pagoda on the holy day on Wednesday the 18th of June 2025 and posted on the page with just a picture of the holy day. She might have started to feel unwell or sick because from Wed 18/6 Sat 21/6, which were 3 days that Teacher J should have had a relapse. 10:30 p.m. Saturday the 21st of June 2025 at O1, Mangkorn. Crying means O1 couldn't help Teacher J, it should have been serious. The news said she slipped and fell. It is not clear whether it was in the bathroom or not, but going to help from O1 is going with Fra Dhammakaya. Will add merit to help by overlapping the body. But probably cannot go in and overlap the body because her mind is closed with the dark side delusion, deluded that O1 is in the temple. She may keep asking O1 to help her all the time. But when he goes, he cannot help her because her mind needs help from O1, the person in the temple who does not really exist. Not accepting. Not knowing that the real O1 went to find and try to help, but she just did not accept it. 5:50 a.m. Tuesday the 24th of June 2025 O1, Mangkorn. Crying again, meaning that Teacher J has left the body. While O1 can only watch, unable to do anything to help for 2 days and 7 hours. Importantly, after leaving the body, not seeing O1 who is beside the body. The time between 05:06 a.m. Wednesday, the 25th of June 2025 when the real person had that kind of dream, knowing that O1 with Dhammakaya knowledge take the subtle body of the sleeping knower to dream, see. To be a witness that O1 the real one has known, seen, and gone to help Teacher J since the beginning of the incident, but Teacher J did not ask for O1 the real one. Her heart was closed with delusion, waiting for O1 who was in the temple. She believed anyone in the temple who said O1 was in the temple. She believed it deeply, but because it was not true. It was a deception, making her believe it. It was a sinful delusion that covered her heart, so she did not accept it in any other way. She also did not see the bright side. Both O1 the real one who went with the Dhammakaya and did not see the dream body of the knower who went with O1. Imagine Teacher J slipped and fell, could not get up, still conscious. So she thought of Luang Por, help me. Or if she was under the influence, walking or standing, she would faint and lose consciousness, so her body collapsed. If it was like this, she would not have time to call anyone. At that time, Kyungtawan suddenly thought of Teacher J that she had not heard from Teacher J's page for a long time. No friends sent news. Every time Teacher J posted on a page, there were still people sending messages to tell each other. When she did not hear any news. And because Kyungtawan agreed to leave Teacher J's friends herself, because she had written to warn Teacher J who saw her use harsh words. That's someone on her own page. I went to correct it with concern. It turned out that she aimed to continue translating but had to let me go first, like she just wanted to vent her anger a bit, but was stopped by me. It was annoying her. She blamed that I stopped her like me, making her unable to continue translating, so I stopped being her friend so that she could continue working, so I didn't watch it myself. Just a friend who followed to watch sent me a message. It was strange that it was quiet for so long. Because of this, the real knowledgeable person knew until O1. O1 checked the vision with Dhammakaya knowledge and found that Teacher J was in bad shape, so let the real knowledgeable person tell me that O1 cried because his beloved child was dying. I didn't know who, I asked. The knowledgeable person said to wait for the news later. Therefore, O1 cried twice, and the news of Teacher J's death just came, Monday the 30th of June 2025. If counting from the second time O1 cried, which was Tuesday the 24th of June 2025, it means that he had been dead for 6 days. And O1 knew and went to help, but couldn't help. Why? O1 wanted to have a witness that he really went to help, not just ignored and didn't help. So she took the dream body of the real conscious person to wait at O1's hut together with O1 on the morning of the Buddhist holy day, Wednesday, June 25, 2025. And saw the black subtle body of Teacher J come there for real. And she didn't see both O1 and the real conscious person who was waiting for her to come at that time. She didn't really see them. Even though both of them walked from in front of her, passing her right to the back, she didn't look after them. But stood looking left and right with a sad, shocked expression. The whole body was black, not completely black, but black without color, just a black and white tone like a black and white TV. And there was something like a thin black cloth covering from head to toe. Just like that, I heard the news from someone who went to the funeral and asked Teacher J's grandchild. The grandchild said that the doctor said that Teacher J had a lot of bleeding from the anus. I have to think about it. During the time she didn't post on the page. During the period after the Buddhist holy day, Wednesday, June 18, 2025, how did Teacher J eat? Where did she get food? Did she buy it or did someone bring it to her? Because she had a lot of blood from her anus, which is the intestines. It must have been from some food that she ate that had an effect on her intestines, causing her to have bloody stools. If we consider from the knowledge that the Muslims that the O6 hired to make things usually perform the ceremony on Friday night at the prayer. If someone goes to see Khru J to bring food or water, it must be before Friday, June 20th, 2025. And performing the ceremony on Friday stimulates the poison to take effect, affecting the body on the following day, Saturday, June 21, 2025. Normally, Khru J will always go to the pagoda on Buddhist holy days, but on that Buddhist holy day, Wednesday, June 18, 2025, Khru J did not go and posted on her page only a picture of today, Buddhist holy day. Meaning that Khru J is not well. 01, Mangkorn stated that the cause of death was from poison like cyanide, which is through food or water because Khru J went to the pagoda on June 12, 2025. The last time, on the way back, did she receive water from someone or did she meet someone? She brought it back with her, but she did not drink it. Then she drank it on the day before the next Buddhist holy day, the 18th of June 2025. While she was at home, she started to feel unwell, so she didn't come to the pagoda on that Buddhist holy day. The controlled dose of the ampule can be used to control how fast or slow it works, depending on the amount the body takes in. It can be sudden or gradual. If she starts to feel unwell and can't get up, she will start following the principles of the science, which is to review the merit she has made in the past. But the problem is that she doesn't know that the merit she has made in the past few years is not merit, but a major sin. If she reviews these major sins, it is like throwing away merit and receiving new sins. Reviewing repeatedly, sins will occur repeatedly while she is just sitting in the room. Instead of getting better, they will get worse. But if it is black magic, or putting food or water in, she might drink it gradually. So on Friday the 13th of June 2025, she posted that she went to the pagoda yesterday. She didn't say whether it was a Buddhist holy day or not. But what she posted on Wednesday the 18th of June 2025 was a Buddhist holy day. That became her last post. If the assumption is about Islam doing her subject on Friday is normal. On June 13, 2025, it is a Friday. She should start to have symptoms. But she might be someone who drinks little water. She might have taken only a few sips of the bottle of prescription medicine and it made her feel unwell until the following Buddhist holy day. She didn't go out again but stayed in the room. If no one comes to visit her, how will she eat? The water she received from the temple on June 12, 2025 must have run out. If there really is prescription medicine, she would have taken it all in. Before the next Friday, which is Friday, June 20, 2025, when the ceremony is held again, it will be fully effective. On Saturday, June 21, 2025 at 10:30 p.m. There was a signal from the real person saying that 01 was crying because Teacher J had fallen down. She probably wouldn't be able to get up and would just lie there. In her heart, she was crying and asking 01 to come help her. She probably wouldn't make it, but the reason 01 had to cry was because 01 went to see her and was by her side. But 01 couldn't help her because she wanted 01 who was in the temple to come help her. Or did she just pray that she would go with 01 in her mind? She thought that 01 was in the temple, asking to meet him once more before she died. She must have thought and mourned like this before she fell asleep. She lost consciousness but did not die immediately. If it were normal with Dhammakaya knowledge, if that person was not in delusion, when she was unconscious, he would be able to use Dhammakaya knowledge to cover her, add merit for her, fix her gross body, fix her subtle body, prevent the devil from leaving her body, until she could revive, refine both gross body and subtle body, cleanse and free from the karma and the devil's karma. She would revive until she was cured. With the merit she had made her whole life before she left to take sin, there was a lot. But in this case, 01 could not do it at all because before she died, she still had consciousness. She still thought only of 01 who was in the temple, which was an illusion, an infatuation that did not really exist for 01. If it was infatuation about something else but not the fact that 01 was in the temple with no identity or face, when the real 01 came to see her, she would see him no matter what. When she saw him, she would know that it was him, and she would receive merit immediately, and she could help him immediately. If she had consciousness, whoever grabbed her and shook her would talk to her. She might still be able to think of it, but because she closed herself off both body and mind like that, 01 went to find her with the subtle part. 01 didn't go to find her with the human body. When she didn't accept it, because she didn't want it, 01 who wasn't in the temple, even though 01 was the subtle Dhammakaya part, went to find her, she still kept thinking repeatedly. But 01 who was in the temple, which in reality had no self at all, Without her awareness, her subtle part O1 still couldn't bring her to talk to, because she didn't see O1 since she wasn't dead. The dream body of the knower who was with her, she couldn't see O1 went to dream and she couldn't see. Finally she died, disrobed and hurried to find O1 who she wanted to meet, but didn't find anyone. Because there was no one from the beginning. O1 could only see, looked after, but she didn't see O1 try to think of your heart. O1 if it was me, knew and saw all along, heard but couldn't help you. Since before you disrobed until you disrobed, and saw until the disrobing, you still went to find me, but not where I really was, and I went to find you, you didn't see me, because I'm the real me. Not the one you've been looking for all along. How much suffering is it, not being able to help the person you love and still being able to see? You have to circle around, not knowing how much longer. And more importantly, it's a signal telling who will be the next, the final countdown. It means that from the beginning of July, there will be many more cases. And they are all cases that you cannot help and no one can help. Hurry up, help O1's children who do not know about this. Do not be like Teacher J, even a single one. If you can do it, it will be a merit for Teacher J. Even though you cannot receive merit yet, the merit will be gathered together, waiting for the day that she releases the attachment to that belief. The merit will have an opportunity to send her back to the light, which is unknown when. But importantly, those who are not dead must know about this first, because when you die, it is difficult to help and cannot be helped. And it is not like you will see it yourself, because in the darkness, you will not see each other, you will not see anyone. You are in the cycle of your own beliefs, where there are no real people, no spirits. No light from any merit, because the people who are deluded about this matter will not have any merit, because O1 is the leader of the white side of the suppression, the light side. Those who do not think of O1, the light side, believe in O1 who does not exist in the temple, that he is in the temple, which means he does not exist, he is the dark side. When you believe in that, there is no light left, no merit left. It is just like that. You have to get out of that belief first, by going to find the truth in the temple, that O1 is in the temple or not. Find the truth. If you still can't find it, you shouldn't believe it so firmly. Listen to reason, analyze the situation. Don't throw away merit easily. Don't be too sure when you haven't seen it yourself. Heard it with your ears, or seen it with your own eyes. You can't believe anything. This is about O1 who is on the bright side, the white side, the merit side. If you believe in the wrong way, you'll go to the dark side. That's all, everyone. Please be kind and tell about this matter a lot. Don't let there be a second or third case. Hurry up, but this final countdown signal is very scary. It will be time to worship the Buddha's rice in August. Everyone will leave the merit of offering rice to the Buddha in July since yesterday, right? There are still 30 days until the big merit next month. Who will be left? Everyone who knows about this. Even if you don't believe it 100%, but this is news that helps the merit side. Whoever shares it privately to friends of temple people, you will receive that merit. At least you are someone who does not believe that O1 is in the temple. You will not be in the dark. And when you think of O1, no matter where you are, but do not believe in the central part that O1 is in the temple, you will not be in that delusion. When you think of O1, you will reach the real O1 who is on the merit side. When you think of him, merit will immediately arise in your mind. It is like that. Spread this truth and you will receive more and more merit. People will die because their merit runs out due to delusion. It is easiest. Let's help save the lives of our beloved children who believed in the wrong thing. Do your best, but also spread loving kindness. Let go. If she really cannot be called back, I have done my duty. I will not regret it later. And you can accept it. But do not expect her to die. When the time comes, she will go by herself. If she has enough merit or enough Kalyanamitra power and has done Kalyanamitra with others, besides me, there will be others who will help talk. And there will be someone who can make her click and come out of her delusion. So, it takes a lot of help from many people in many ways. Whoever does it, I would like to rejoice in your merit. Sadhu 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 Summary. The latest, Tuesday the 8th of July 2025 00.12 hours. There is a special news update about Khru J, which is, 1. Someone attended a funeral. I'm not sure if it was Saturday the 5th of July. 2025 or yesterday, Sunday the 6th of July 2025, the day of the cremation. I talked to Khru J's nephew and learned that the doctor said she had a lot of bleeding from her buttocks. The listener thought that the symptoms were similar to someone they knew who had colon cancer. They had heard from a study case at the Dream in Dream kindergarten school. The teacher, not the head teacher or O1, had told about many cases. If it was colon cancer, he died because he was a soldier of the king who became a monk, which means O1 in the last Buddhist era. There was a battle and he stabbed the enemy in the stomach with a sword and died. It was a bad karma that followed to have an effect. 2. According to the first information I knew that Teacher J slipped and fell, hit her head, and died, but it is not confirmed. While information from O1, Mangkorn through a real person said that Teacher J was poisoned with cyanide, which is the drug was put in food or water, and she received water to drink when she last went to worship at the pagoda, which was on Thursday the 12th of June 2025, but did not drink it immediately. It turned out that Teacher J did not come to the pagoda again. The last time she posted on her page was on the Buddhist holy day, Wednesday the 18th of June 2025. And someone smelled a foul smell coming from the room, so they opened the room and found the body on Thursday the 30th of June 2025. Initial estimates are that she had been dead for 3 days, which means Fri. The 27th of June 2025, but the autopsy results are not known. What disease or accident did Teacher J die from? 3. The latest news on 2. The 7th of July 2025 from another friend said that the condition of death of Teacher J was face down with her buttocks sticking out. This contradicts information point 1 that slipped and fell and hit her head on the floor, because if it were like point 1, she would have been lying on her back. And consistent with information in point 2 from O1, Mangkorn that Khru J was drugged with cyanide because of the way she lay face down and her buttocks sticking out, that is, standing and then kneeling down for some reason. She may have suddenly lost consciousness or fallen asleep under anesthesia. When she stood up and walked, she suddenly fell asleep. So she fell down and knelt down first, and her body weight and inertia caused her body to swing forward, causing her face to hit the floor, causing her buttocks to stick out. Analysis. It is most likely according to point 3. Because I have heard the news about cyanide that there was a deceased who went to worship at Phra Patham Chedi and then sat down to rest on a chair. The CCTV camera captured the moment when the deceased suddenly fell face down and fell forward from the chair she was sitting in, face down. This was the result of cyanide put in the food or water she had just drunk a few minutes ago. The symptom of falling face down was a sudden cardiac arrest. Using the same incident to explain the possibility that when O1, Mangkorn told the person who knew the truth that Khru J was drugged with cyanide through the water she received when she came to worship at the Chedi the last time, and just showed symptoms because Teacher J may have gradually felt unwell during the period when there was no page to tell anything after Wednesday, June 18, 2025. Therefore, it is possible that Teacher J just opened the water to drink during this time and drank it gradually, not all at once. Therefore, the amount of medicine entering the body did not show severe results, but it made her feel unwell. Until Saturday, June 21, 2025, she probably drank all the water because she was expected to live alone in the room and did not go anywhere. She probably ate and drank as much as she had in the room. And the amount she drank before dying was enough to cause her heart to stop beating or to lose consciousness immediately. She fell to her knees before lying face down on the floor and did not wake up. But she did not die immediately. And O1 went to help with the Dhammakaya but could not help. As previously mentioned, another possibility is that the medicine may have been intended to make her sleep like a sleeping beauty, just sleeping in the house alone, without food and water. She did not wake up and died on her own. That is why there was a signal from O1, Mangkorn to let her know in 2 periods, at 10:30 p.m. on Saturday, June 21, 2025. Once O1 cried a lot and another time was at 5:50 on Tuesday the 24th of June 2025 at O1 cried again. When a foreign host asked a monk he knew who was in Thailand about the case of Khru J, he wondered if it was a type of death that was kept because he saw the story that Khru J posted on the page last on Monday the 2nd of June 2025 about the zigzag and non-zigzag embezzlement of money from many departments in the temple. I would like to quote the message from Khru J's page here. We have the Dhammakaya within us, just like we have greed, anger, and delusion. Which one should we choose? There is news that many departments in various temples withdraw money for personal use. Both zigzag and non-zigzag. I see that they do it a lot. Case study, a monk who has bone cancer, so he cannot reveal it, so he is not afraid of sin. At Monday the 2nd of June 2025. And on the 3rd of June 2025, Khru J posted on her page, telling about the finances of Hamawan Forest Park and Fu Ruea, where the temple's finance chief interfered and caused a fight with Kune's team, who had been taking care of Hamawan Forest Park and Fu Ruea before. This caused Kune's team to return financial power to Abbot Mu, and a temple committee meeting occurred. The conclusion was to hire a new person, but in reality, the finance chief who interfered seized administrative power as desired. I would like to quote the message from Khru J's page here. Which district has a case study from another city? The same district, which is usually men, is considered not a local. At that time, we were very confused. Why separate when she had already joined our group? As time passed, there were factors that made it impossible for them to be together, meaning the people who were case studies. And we understood the term, not a local, that people were talking about. In the case of Hamawan Forest Park and Ban Fu Ruea, Loe Province, the current director of the Resource Development Office, Finance, sent someone to interfere in the management of the original team, which made the team leader uncomfortable and gave the finance team to take care of it themselves. Since they were from different offices, the decision had to be made by the committee. In conclusion, the abbot was given the position of the new head of the department, but only in name, while the finance director continued to oversee the work as he wished. The district questioned what the previous team had done wrong and how much power the finance director had. We would like to answer here. The previous team leader used to be a powerful engineer for Fra Anucha. Now that Fra Anucha is resting, his power may have diminished even though there is a rose planting project. Actually, we would like to answer from experience that the central government is looking at the previous team, not the locals, so they seized power back to the locals. Notice that the temple has the words, yours, ours clearly separating them. It is a matter of men to think about the power group, no matter what circle. We women do not think much. So there is no criticism. Just one opinion. At the 3rd of June 2025 friends heard the news of Khru J's death on Monday the 30th of June 2025. They checked back to see what pages Khru J posted that might have caused her to be killed. When they found these two stories they understood immediately. They had a conversation. Kyung Tawan would like to tell you about it as follows. It must be time because I have warned you before, and I still talk in my clip, that if she is not clear whether she will be white or completely out of her delusion, she still steps back and forth. She does not accept what I told the temple people that the real O1 is not in the temple. She wants to believe that O1 is still in the temple. And she does not listen to anything from me. I analyzed in the clip that if she is not clear whether she is on the side of merit or sin, when the time comes that sin takes effect or someone thinks to collect her, merit will not help her. Even though she has set the flag that she is performing her duty of translating work for Luang Por 01 and is determined to sit and meditate. Listen to the offering of rice to the Buddha on Sunday at the beginning of May 2025, and is following the advice of O1 who led the meditation that day. What Khru J posts on the page to tell her own story from time to time, there will be people collecting information for me to see. The real expert told me that if Khru J did not get out of her delusion, believing that Luang Por 01 is in the temple, it will make her interpret everything wrong. And the things she has learned, even though they contradict the possibility. When she has encountered for herself what kind of rough things happened in the temple, which if O1 was really there, they would definitely not have happened. But when many things have happened, it is impossible that O1 is in the temple and can still order anything. It is in accordance with normal reasoning, but Teacher J still wants to believe that Luang Fa 01 is in the temple, even though it is absolutely impossible. But this unreasonable desire to believe is infatuation. And this infatuation that is stuck in her heart is strong because she has been infected with black magic for years from the temple's Zoom system. In 2021, she used the Zoom system to spread the translation of Nostradamus. She worked through this Zoom system all year. When the Zoom system has O6 behind it, it intentionally pushed it out by using O1 as support in order to make the center of everyone's body belong to O6, which is the dark side. And Teacher J did not know at all that this Zoom system When anyone uses it, will make the Dharma that she used to sit well, become still, bright, or see the light, see the Buddha. It will be dark because it is a tool of the devil side. The black sin side that 06 brought in to use in the hope of having a channel to access the sermons of 01's children instead of GBN channel. Where the temple received an order from 01 not to take 06's sermons out, not to let 06 through the temple's channel absolutely. 06 wants to have a channel to preach and guide 01's children all over the world, in order to control, enforce, and deceive in any way instead of the real 01. 06 knows deep down that the real 01 has not been at the temple since February 2, 2019 because 06's group was the one who created the case, framed, and accused 01 of fraud as the biggest orderer. After paying the protection fee, they prepared to bring Dixie's group to raid the temple and arrest 01 at that time. 06 therefore knows the truth about everything and uses it as an opportunity to deceive the group into doing what she wants by claiming that 01 was the one who ordered it since then. And they will never tell the truth to the temple people. Khru J also would not know if he did not listen to or read from Kyungtawan, so he would not know like everyone who does not listen, read, or receive from Kyungtawan. And the result of using Zoom to work on the translation of Nostradamus made Khru J not see the Dharma in her anymore. She sat in the dark like everyone who entered Zoom. But she didn't tell me. And she tried to bring back the Dharma within that used to be good. But because she didn't open her heart to receive good friends like Kyungtawan, she stayed for a month. When she came to worship the rice of the Buddha once, she gained merit, abandoned her delusion and witchcraft once. She gained merit to bring back the white light and survived once. In May 2025, I still think that on World Protection Day, she had merit that inspired her not to attend the event. She told on her own page that she didn't attend the event at the pagoda because she was sick and had a leg injury. I can tell you that for that reason. She didn't have to abandon merit to take sin on that day, April 22, 2025. And she was sitting in Dharma, trying to bring back the Dharma state that used to be good. Therefore, the great merit from the merit of offering rice to the Buddha on the first Sunday of May 2025 should help her survive for a long time if she does not try to touch on sinful things again. Such as the 40,000 Temples event on World Protection Day on April 22, 2025 that just passed. But because she acted as a knowledgeable person and guided others all the time. Someone asked her if anything happened after that event, was there any magic spells? From what she heard Kyungtawan tell, which Khru J did not receive information from Kyungtawan anyway. She wanted to believe as she pleased. She said that there was nothing at all, but there was an order to do it in detail, do the magic. And the last thing I posted about the Kokyu Pagoda, which used to be in the shape of a pink lotus, designed to house the relics of Grandma Thongsuk, and I gave information on my own page that what Luang Fa01 had said had changed since 2019, that is, changing the color of the pagoda from a pink lotus to a gold lotus, which was seen through the broadcast from the temple in 2020 during the Dhamma Yatra in January, the pink lotus turned into gold. Later, in 2021, someone posted a picture of this Kokyu lotus pagoda. The lotus part was dismantled, leaving only the core and base, and then the shape was changed to the current pagoda shape. They had already changed the new design before she came to make merit in 2023, inviting people to make merit by building 24 Buddha statues to be placed on the walls of this new pagoda. I have already explained all the reasons that it is not Luang Por 01's because I remember what Luang Por 01 said at the Dream in Dream Kindergarten School. Someone sent information from Kyungtawan to Teacher J and she argued back. But her argument only claimed that someone who received an order from him, 01 had an answer that was not like this. We have to wait to hear from that person. But that person was ordered to sit and do meditation, so we have to wait. This kind of explanation from Teacher J made me explain a lot in the clip on various issues related to Teacher J confirming what I know from the real experts, which are the teachings of 01 who spoke at the school that I remember. To make it clear to all listeners that we cannot believe what Teacher J said anymore because everything contradicts. And Teacher J did not use the words that she claimed were true from that monk to correct what I confirmed that it really came from 01 through the school. Teacher J just wanted to confirm that everything I said was not true. But how is it not true? She didn't tell me. She told me to wait and listen to the monk myself. This shows that Teacher J herself doesn't know what 01 said before, which made Teacher J dare to claim that mine wasn't true. And what is true? But Teacher J denied the truth that I told everyone. This reflects her serious condition. She is so infatuated that it makes me worry about her. Both the matter that Teacher J posted on her page that someone asked her about the 40,000 temples. Teacher J still insisted that it was merit and even said that she would go after the group that is a spiritual group. And there is another group left, which she probably meant the Kiang Tawan group, but she didn't mention their name. She said that she was waiting to see if anyone would support her to come and fight so that she could do it all at once. Teacher J's writing like that shows her great infatuation. She acts like she is a member of Ket and I are in the same group as Worm 06, who comes to conflict with Kiang Tawan, who is the real O1 through the hidden dragon and the real expert. But when the time comes, Teacher J posts things that expose Ket and I, especially the cheaters. She doesn't think that it will be dangerous to herself. Is this infatuation? People who are not infatuated will have the intelligence to know what should and shouldn't be posted. Because of this, her merit is gone. Even though between the beginning of May and the beginning of June 2025, Khru J received merit from offering rice to the Buddha and keeping her alive, but after the beginning of June 2025, she posted a story exposing the corruption of the Worm Group, which had a financial manager operating in the temple, while Khru J was still deluded, causing Khru J to not receive merit from telling the truth that was good. She still thought about the sin from the 40,000 temple work, which she still believed came from O1 in the temple, which turned into delusion because the truth according to the information from Kiantawan is that the real O1 did not order any work since the 22nd of April 2018 and has not been at the temple since the 2nd of February 2019. Khru J did not accept the truth from Kiantawan that O1 was no longer at the temple. The delusion of believing that O1 was at the temple was a sinful delusion that dominated her mind. So even though Khru J informed the good people about what the evil people who cheated the temple were doing, which should have resulted in merit, but because it contradicted her belief that O1 was only at the temple, Teacher J's infatuation caused her to not receive merit from reporting the temple's corruption to her page followers. When she posted the truth here, it would cause trouble for the worms because it would be like Teacher J revealing the secrets of the temple's coup group to the outside world. Especially the group that might gather to oppose the temple's corruption. They would know and come to punish them. If Teacher J is left alone, whatever Teacher J finds will be told to outsiders continuously. They will suffer one day. Or at worst, if one day Teacher J agrees with Kiantawan and joins with the people who disagree with the central government in the temple, Teacher J might lead people to confirm their guilt and identify who is who and what they did where. In the future, they will not be able to stay. So they think of getting rid of Teacher J. This is just a reasonable assumption. It is not accusing or slandering that they really did it. The time that the incident may have happened was when Teacher J's heart was dark with infatuation and had no merit left. Teacher J's past karma came to fruition just in time. So it attracted the cause of Teacher J's life being cut short this time. It is very possible, but no one really wants it to be like this. This conversation, when combined with various information up until today, the 8th of July 2025, is likely to be believed to be a keeping of Khru J out of the way of the demon side. Both the manner of death and the way he died were not a slip and fall with his head hitting the floor. The position of his death was face down with his buttocks sticking out. The doctor said that there was a lot of bleeding from his buttocks. It is assumed that it was definitely due to the food and water he ate, which led to his death later on and he became unconscious. According to the information known through the real experts. That is, between 22.30 hours, Saturday the 21st of June 2025 to 5:50 hours, Tuesday the 24th of June 2025, that is, the body was removed. And on Monday the 30th of June 2025, someone opened the room and found the body. There was a lot of suspicion on the monk's side. When the host who knew the news asked the monk she knew if the matter of Teacher J was about to be preserved, the monk could answer immediately that an autopsy had been performed. The results came back negative. With this answer, a wise person would think that they had just found the body. But didn't they answer too quickly that an autopsy had been performed? This kind of conversation was in the dining hall, showing that the answers had already been determined. If anyone asked anything, how should they answer? Everything was staged. Even when the body was found on Monday the 30th of June 2025, there was no official news or announcement of the funeral immediately. Instead, they waited until after the ceremony to honor the monk's title and title. 24 images will be invited to bring fans from the palace to the chapel on the 1st of July 2025, and there will be another royal monk ordination. It seems that there is a more delightful event than making the relatives and hosts want to make merit, which is to bring money to offer at the temple. If the funeral is announced, it will cause disappointment, and the hosts all know Khru J well. They will want to join in making merit with Khru J. The important donation money will probably disappear with Khru J's funeral. Why didn't they announce the funeral? Even though Khru J's contribution, if O1 is really in the temple and has the power to order, he definitely wouldn't treat Khru J in such a miserable way. That is, let the relatives arrange the funeral themselves. The temple will host for only one day. Khru J devoted his whole life to Wat Phra Dhammakaya and O1's work. The fact that Khru J was suddenly dismissed from the district status at the beginning of 2024 is considered very unusual. If anyone insists that O1 is still in the temple, he definitely won't treat Khru J like this. But even at this level, Khru J still wants to believe that O1 is in the temple, even though it is impossible for all reasons, if it is not delusion. There is no other reason except being drugged or being possessed by a spell that has taken over the intellect. And that is why it is believable that Khru J was heavily possessed by a spell, because those who are possessed by a spell will not be able to think for themselves. It will be a headache, such as reading long information by Kyung Tawang, pointing out various reasons, giving wisdom to the readers and listeners, allowing them to ponder various reasons. Those who have been possessed by a spell often say that they cannot read, have a headache, do not read, are too lazy to read, etc. In any case, they cannot read anything that gives them wisdom to think along with, because they will not be able to think along with it. The brain is closed by magic, cannot think of anything, can only follow orders, it is easy. And Kyungtawan has met people who speak like this, with the same words, many people. And they have also died, starting from the former PKT, and then this. Khru J means that when delusion takes over someone, it will be very difficult for her to get out of that delusion. And if she does not volunteer to get out of the delusion herself by reading and listening to information that encourages her to think logically, no one can help her. Moreover, if she dies, the delusion takes her to a dark place where she can't see anything, has no merit with her, even herself is dark. And the teachings of Khru Mayai or O1 once said that the subtle body with less merit will not be able to see the subtle body of those with more merit. Similarly, the subtle body of those without any merit will never be able to see anyone who still has merit, whether it is the gross body or the subtle body. They will see only darkness around them. They will not see anyone, spirits or angels, wherever they go. If someone does not firmly believe in O1 in the temple, there is still a chance that they will be able to quickly get out of their delusion and receive merit. They will be able to see O1's Dhammakaya and will be able to return to the white side. If they review their merit, they will have the chance to have merit to be reborn as a human. If they do not have past karma that is on the side of sin, they will not have to go to hell. But the important thing is the turning point between whether they can get out of their delusion or not. They must first know that they are in their delusion. If they do not know, they will not go anywhere. It is like Teacher J, who did not leave because he was 100% sure that his belief was correct. He did not allow himself to change his belief at all. He would go looking for it but could not find it. This reminds me of another group of friends. Yesterday, on the 7th of July 2015, there was news that Teacher J had recently gone to the heaven of. What should be considered before believing or not? First, you must know that Yama heaven is a heaven for monks who practiced well and correctly when they were humans. When they die, they will be reborn in this third heaven, which is Yama heaven. Since Khru J is not a monk and throughout his life he did not practice the 227 precepts like a monk, did not do the daily activities like a monk, he does not have the qualifications to go to Yama heaven. Most importantly, the goal of joining in the creation of merit with the group of O1 is to go to the highest level of Dhamma with a resting place in the middle, which is the fourth heaven, Dasita, or what O1 calls Dusapuri, and it must be in the special merit zone of the Supreme Bodhisattva only. It is not a Niyata Bodhisattva or Aniyata Bodhisattva. If someone's merit is not enough, they will not go to this fourth heaven. but will go according to the power of merit, if they do not commit any sins and their mind before death is pure and not depressed. They may go to the Dawadunsa heaven or lower, which is Katu Maharajika. With this information alone, we can tell that whoever said Khru J went to Yama heaven is definitely not telling the truth. As for how to know, it is considered an unreliable method. It is the mind leading itself, the mind fabricating itself. It is not the truth because there are reasons together like this. As for where Teacher J will go now that he has been dead for 2 weeks, counting from the date of receiving the signal from 01, the real one, which is June 24, 2025. The answer was just described on the page yesterday, July 7, 2025, that the subtle body that is completely black, with the mind covered by the delusion of the sinful side, with no merit at all, will not have the strength to go to any level of heaven. It will be the subtle body that wanders between the residence and One's hut in the temple where One is not there and no one is really there, and will always meet with disappointment because the One that the mind hopes to meet does not exist as such. That is, going to the place that the mind likes, as the mind desires. Wanting to go and be with One in the temple. But when One is not there in the temple, she will go and be with emptiness, with no One, with no one, and living in that darkness, pitiful, with no one to help. Even One's Dhammakaya knowledge cannot help because to help anyone, it requires her own merit or that of her relatives or those who have dedicated merit to her. One way is that if the children who have learned the truth have compassion and want to help Khru J, they must help each other bring this truth to tell those who still believe in the story of One being in the temple, to be aware first. Even if they do not believe, they should gather to find 02 to meet 01 in the temple or have 02 and Abbot Mu confirm where 01 is in the temple. They should meet him. If they do not let him meet her or meet her, they must see her in person, not through a screen or video call. They must not be behind the curtain and only see her hands. They must meet her in person. If 01 is not there in person, it means that 01 is not in the temple. That's all. Everyone will be free from this delusion and will no longer be slaves of the devil. As for when 01 is not really at the temple, any new invitations to make merit should be at the discretion of each temple member. However, they must announce it to everyone like any new invitations to make merit. They must clearly state that 01 is not in the temple or give any orders. But there is a working group that intends to continue 01's aspiration. If that's really the case, it's better than referring to the past with new deceptive words. If the working group can't do this, not confirm that 01 is not in the temple, and doesn't stop referring to 01's past to invite to make merit again, the temple people will no longer respect and trust the monks to manage the temple's affairs because they don't want the monks to invite to do any sinful work while 01 is gone. Until 01 is free from the lawsuit and can meet his children, then make merit again as 01 invites. In the meantime, the temple will conduct the original standard merit-making activities that 01 initiated, which can be done all year round as usual. There is no need to create or think of doing any new merit-making since everyone has a goal to follow 01 to build merit to the utmost of Dhamma. If there is any new merit-making, 01 must be the originator of merit. No one else should be the originator of merit to lead the group instead of 01. That would be correct and appropriate because when it comes to building merit, if it's wrong, it will immediately turn merit into sin. If you don't know the truth and think for yourself, it will immediately become delusion. There is only risk that cannot be ignored when the entire temple's monks led by 02 and Abbot Mu cannot make a correct and truthful judgment as it should be. He must ask them to step down from all administrative work and have the laypeople set up a committee of laypeople to oversee and set an annual committee change so that the temple can carry out religious activities according to the temple's normal calendar to create merit that is definitely and continuously related to 01 even though 01 is gone. It is certainly better and safer in the cycle of rebirth than giving it to someone to think creatively and create new merit. If there is an ulterior motive, no one with the eyes to see the truth will be able to pry into it and see the truth. It will result in more harm to everyone's merit than good. This is what is right and appropriate for the children of 01 to do as soon as possible because the temple is not a place to create benefits for anyone but is a place to accumulate merit for the Creator and the faithful only. Therefore, the matter of beliefs that are deeply rooted and remembered in a wrong way creates harm, which is the obsession that dominates because the obsession is a sinful defilement. So merit cannot pass through the mind that is deeply obsessed with that. Therefore, we must think that if someone's subtle body dies along with the obsession that is a tool of the evil demon that dominates the mind so strongly that it is stuck in the mind that one is in the temple. Even though it is not true at all, what actually happened was that the mind is attached to something and will go to that thing when dying. The mind of Khru J was the same. Before dying, it was attached to the story that one gave the job of translating Nostradamus. It would only do this story and the mind was attached to one only. The problem arose when the area that was a monk told Khru J that one was found in that temple here and there. According to the information, the worms would make up stories to release news. So that Khru J would release news to the hosts who follow her page so that they would believe and bring money to donate to one personally. If there was no confidence that one was in the temple or believed that he was no longer there, according to the information from Kyongtawan, the hosts would not bring money to donate to one personally anymore. They would also not join in making merit in any new invitation project that they would claim that one invited them to do. They would not be able to claim it anymore because they did not believe it anymore. The plan to expect to receive 70% of the donations to pay tribute to the higher-ups and the Kumari would not reach the target. It might cause them trouble. That is, they would not be able to live happily and build merit like when one was bringing merit. one refused to share even a single baht with anyone who asked for it. Even the higher Kumari therefore, using the page of Khru J to tell the people of the outer temple to believe that one was in the temple was necessary. And that's why they didn't take Khru J away before. But when Khru J started giving information that was damaging to the worms in the temple, clearly pointing out that he was the head of finance, it was like they immediately became enemies with the worms. The fear of suffering from not having money to donate to one like there used to be a lot, was not as much as the fear of suffering from not being able to stay at the temple anymore because it was exposed. That's why she let Khru J stay so that she might not be able to expose them even for a day. Especially if you think further, is it possible that the cheaters have a bigger cheating plan than this? Which is very important to them. They still haven't achieved their goal. They're afraid that Khru J will expose them and ruin their plan first. It will be a huge damage that cannot be fixed or there is no chance to go back and fix it. They can't let that kind of mistake happen. They have to take decisive action quickly and take advantage of the time when the temple is having a joyful event where 24 monks have received fans and titles from His Majesty the King, which will draw money and emotions from the big sponsors to the temple even more than ever because there has never been such good news before. They won't let a funeral interrupt the time. Wait until the plume ceremony is over before arranging the funeral. Anything described here is just an assumption. An analysis of events and probabilities as someone who is following the situation carefully so that the creation of merit to the utmost of Dhamma will not be wrong. This is shared among those who create merit with the utmost of Dhamma as their goal. Be careful, thorough, and truly stay in merit. Don't abandon merit to take sin. When the trend is clear that there is no one real person in the temple, any new intention to invite, even if it is the same old monk who comes to ask for merit, must have the wisdom to think with knowledge that merit or sin does not look at what work is invited to do, but looks at the intention of the person who thinks of inviting. In the past, there was definitely one intention to invite to do, so it is certain that it is merit. But now there is a trend that there is definitely no one real person in charge of work in the temple. Whoever or who comes out to do new work to invite to do, if claiming that one invited by implication by reviewing the past sermon but using new words, not signing the name of the messenger star. Who is one real, or even after this, there is an instruction to work, signing the name of the messenger star again, there is no way that it is one real. For the reason of the criminal case that O2 did not close the case for O1 even though there was a chance for 180 days between October 2023 to April 2024. Oh, this is also information from Khru J's page, including the answer that O2 told the host in March 2024 that O1 would not come out again. Because if he comes out, he will chase O2 out of the temple because he accused O2 of playing the stock market. This also comes from Khru J's page. Both in mid-January 2023, O2 was seen leading O6 to the temple's management meeting, which also came from Khru J's page. And O6 was seen standing at the temple's door, loudly announcing to passers-by that 06 would go to propose various projects with 01, a project that would bring 100,000 people to the temple per month. This message also came from Khru J's page. If it weren't for Khru J wanting to believe it alone without having to search for the truth about 01 being in the temple, Khru J would still have the wisdom to consider which things are right or wrong, whether they are cause and effect, and would be able to think. Delusion would not be able to take over. Khru J would not become a slave to the devil with the defilement of delusion, which is delusion. The soul would not abandon all its merit. It would have the opportunity to receive help from the merit of the real 01 and might be able to return to Dusit according to its wish because it had seen and encountered the Dhammakaya of 01 who came to help for sure. But because the delusion was so overwhelming, there was no bright merit left in the body. Unable to see those with more merit than oneself when in a subtle body like that. When there is no merit at all, one cannot maintain a status in any level of heaven, not to mention Yama, which is the third level of heaven. Even being reborn as a human being is not possible because there is no merit at all. This is the reason why 01 is very sad for the children of this group and cries very hard when seeing only black in the middle of the children's body since the project to contribute to Kathan. Throughout Thailand, 30,000 temples, which began an off-site seminar in 2024 during the Buddhist Lent, which shows that the project is a sinful project with the original idea of 06. Which has the initial goal of making 70% of the money donated to the higher-up, Kumari first. But did not tell anyone and relied on the merit that 01 could claim to invite temple people to work for 01, who does not actually exist in the temple. This is the reason why the belief that 01 is in the temple is a path of delusion for the devil, and those who believe in this will be servants and slaves of the dark side forever. With no merit left, only black sin, they will fall into the dark realm of the devil forever. This result 01 already knew, so he tried to have Keontawan warn and inform repeatedly. To reach the children of 01, they will know the truth that is dangerous to the cycle of existence and the life that will create merit to the highest level of Dhamma directly. And now, Khru J has become the first example of a merit maker who made a big mistake in his life until he had to fall into the dark side that will never be able to return to the path of the white side again. Unless there is merit for the children who know this truth and do not believe that 01 is in the temple anymore, Khru J's delusion will not be in vain. When the children who believe according to Khru J that 01 is in the temple will know the truth that Khru J misunderstood and ran out of merit, so they will be cut off by the karma, and when they leave the body, they will have no merit to carry with them. They will have to live after death in the dark delusion that they will never meet the real 01 forever and will not have merit to be born anywhere else. They will be able to awaken and leave the delusion, not walk wrongly and not believe wrongly like Khru J. This much, the merit will return to Khru J. Let's wait together and pray for Khru J to release the attachment to 01 in the temple quickly, so that he can leave the delusion and meet the truth and forget 01 who is in the temple. When that happens, there will be a chance that the light of merit will enter the heart of Khru J's subtle body. The merit that everyone has intentionally left the delusion to help Teacher J. This time will have an opportunity to help 01 help Teacher J return to the merit side. If 01 is still alive, they will help. But even if it is longer than that, there will be a day when the attachment is released and the merit has an opportunity to help Teacher J be reborn as a human being again. He will accumulate merit again and start anew again. This is the only way to help Teacher J at this point, thinking back to the message from Teacher J's page, telling us that 06 had performed an important scene at the temple gate for the district to hear that she would propose a project to 01 that would bring 100,000 people to the temple per month. And later, there was an announcement inviting people to do new merit projects without mentioning 06. But it was understood that the new projects must have been 06 talking to 01 and 01 approved it. All the monks and male and female devotees joined together to do what they believed they were doing for 01. But the truth is, they did it for 06. She just didn't say that she wanted it. She just let her say that it was 01 who wanted it. Everyone would do it for her, and it has been like that until today. Those who don't know will blame Keontawan for slandering 06. Those who don't see her at the temple still slander her all the time. In any case, they are the ones who don't know the background, the deep inside, just watching whoever incites and agitates them. They believe it. If someone isn't afraid of sin and dares to mention O1, everyone will be ready to be a slave of O1 in the temple. But in reality, she doesn't exist and is doing everything for O6. The information from the real O1 passed through the hidden dragon to the one who knows the truth, telling Keontawan to tell O1's children that what O6 did and what Ket saw was just an image. A drama by O6 to make people believe that when they hear the announcement inviting them to do a project, it is the work that O6 has already proposed to O1 and O1 must have approved. That's why the temple's executive committee has been announcing invitations to do various projects all along. Without O6 to show up or announce that he was the originator, because O6 acted as if he was humble to O1 and did not show up, meaning he did not care about the front or the results. Any great success was the work of the temple's executive committee, and then it turned into joining the palace's project in the middle of 2025. And the results showed that it had done well until the palace saw the results and then gave the royal fan to the abbot of Wat Phra Dhammakaya around the world, at least 24 people. As reported in the news from the temple in June to July 2025. When talking about the matter of congratulating the monks who received the royal fan certificate, it makes one wonder why the ceremony to congratulate the monks who received the royal fan was held on a Sunday afternoon in early July 2025. Or was it because they wanted to wait until the hosts and devotees definitely had money, because at the end of the month they would receive their salaries, so they could make merit with the congratulations as much as possible? Would anyone dare to ask or dare to say that? The money that the devotees offered to the monks who received the congratulations on July 1, 2025, and at the beginning of Sunday, July 6, 2025, will go into whose pockets? Or will it be shared with whom? And will the monks who received the fan position receive a special salary? Are there any benefits in exchange? Or will it become an obligation to work and pay tribute to someone from performing duties with this new position in the religious work from now on? Which side will be emphasized? How will it be divided? Between the sermons of the royal palace team and the practice of meditation to calm the mind to reach inner peace according to the suppression side of O1? When O1 used to teach his children that if they do it, they will get what they want. If they do it at the suppression side, they will get what they want. If they turn to do it at the favor side, they will get what they want, not the suppression side. In that case, will anyone who receives the fan position suddenly think about how they came to be the abbots of today? How did they get there? Whose merit did they get? Can you answer this yourself? Do you remember that you had to rely on O1's merit to build merit with Wat Phra Dhammakaya first? Because the goal is to go to the ultimate Dharma following Luang Pu Sad, Grandma Chan and Luang Phor Dhammajayo, O1, and is on this path. If at this time, the compass is turned to join the mission of the palace's favorite side, without even doing anything, already received the fan and rank position like this. It shows that how long will he have to devote his life to creating work for the favorite side, or as long as he holds this position? What will he have to give back? For how long? How many projects? Or for the rest of his life? And when will he have time to do the mission to aim for the ultimate Dharma? Will he have even a fleeting moment to think about how to repay the kindness of O1 on the suppression side? Has O1 already done the continuation of his aspirations? How far have he gone? Or has he just not done anything yet and already changed his goal? Just relying on coming to the Dhammakaya temple, spending time building merit that is difficult to do for many decades. Together with O1, instead of accumulating merit to go rest halfway at Dusapuri, he abandoned the path that is difficult to gain merit but has already reached more than halfway in this life and chose an easier path. In the end, this is a major mistake that cannot be changed in time and cannot be corrected. All because all the monks did not see how great the bright merit they had received could lead everyone to build up their merits to the ultimate Dharma. Instead, they abandoned that merit to receive less merit that was easier to do. They hoped that they would have a much smoother and more comfortable life from now on. However, it was a vain hope because they did not see the great merit that had been accumulated for a long time being thrown away in exchange for new merit. In fact, they had burned all their own merit to gain merit, leaving only the metaphor of getting 3 grilled squid sticks in a bag to eat along the rest of the way. They took a detour from the path to the ultimate Dharma, which in reality was only 10 minutes away if they went straight. However, they allowed someone who pretended to know to lead everyone to take a detour on the expressway to do some errands before returning. However, in reality, it turned out to be a detour that would never come back to meet O1 with Luang Pu Sod and Grandma Chan again. They only had the merit supplies like 3 grilled squid sticks. All of this is information that Keontawan received from the real person who received it from O1, the real person, using the hidden dragon method to tell everyone. Therefore, they did not force anyone to believe it because people would really believe it. You must practice Dhamma to reach the Dhammakaya within yourself with firmness and stability all the time before you can know, see, and prove for yourself what is true. Even those who do not want to believe, you have no right to accuse or criticize Keontawan for giving false information or lying. If you are still unable or have not been able to reach the Dhammakaya within yourself to know and see the truth in detail as O1 the real one has told you, then use your wisdom to ponder with reason and yinso manasikara, because whoever believes in reason believes in the law of karma as the principle for thinking and considering for any decision. If you still have little knowledge and have not reached that point, I would like to recommend that you believe in the knowledge that Keontawan brings to tell in every clip and message on Keontawan's page, because I confirm that I got it from O1 the real one through a real person who is definitely trustworthy. Importantly, remember well the teachings from O1 Khru J that only merit is behind my own happiness and success in life. If you come across any news of merit that you are not sure if it is O1 who invited you, just do not rejoice and do not join in. Do not worry about missing out on merit, because as long as everyone does not abandon merit to take sin, the merit that was made with O1 when O1 invited to do it will still be there. If you think about it again and again, the merit will be reborn again and again. That great merit will never run out or disappear as long as everyone does not get caught in the trap of delusion and is not greedy and wants merit to the point of not considering carefully or examining the initial thoughts of those who are not the real O1. It will not lead to the merit that will follow the real O1. So do not join in doing it with the merit that has been gained and constantly reviewing it. Even if you do not take the merit that you are not sure about again, the merit that you have will be enough to take everyone back to Dusapuri. Just have a pure heart by practicing Dhamma to reach the Dhammakaya within yourself before you die. Therefore, Keontawan would like to share all the merits with everyone. Amen. The final part of this clip, which may be the last clip from Keontawan, where O1 the real person came through the real person to inform the news, is important. First, it is O1 for the real person to dream to tell the truth about O1 for Keontawan to tell everyone to understand easily. Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025, 11 to 1 p.m. The real person fell asleep and dreamed that I have a memory. I was talking to someone. I saw a map of Thailand in front of me where the table was placed, about 80 times 100 centimeters in size, and saw movement. A white glass ball about 1.5 cm in size that the eye can see, floating and moving above the map, about 1 to 2 inches high, spreading above every province on the map. There was a conversation above this map. I just remember repeating that it belonged to Chai Chaichana. There was a man sitting in front of me on the opposite side of the table that was mapping this place. He was a young man in a white jacket and slacks, unable to remember the face. And his name is Chai, who has a voice saying this name repeatedly, that it belongs to a person named Chai, Chai who has a great victory. Dream analysis. The dream tells that this life that this event happened has already happened. The map of Thailand is that this happened in Thailand. The white crystal ball scattered above every province is the emperor crystal ball that is the property of the white side. It has been given to a person named Chai, Chai who has a great victory, which is the same as the person named Chayabun, the former O1 named Chayabun Sattafan. The young man in a modern white suit sitting opposite the dreamer is the person named Chai who has a great victory. He is Mr. Chayabun Sattafan or O1. Summary of this dream. O1 tells the dreamer, who is the one who knows the truth, telling Keontawan that this land of Thailand, every province has the emperor property that the white side has given to O1. That property belongs to Phra Sri Arya, given as a merit to O1 to connect merit with the side that suppresses Dhammakaya knowledge, for O1 to use to preserve Dhammakaya knowledge in Thailand. For Phra Sri Arya and those who have come down to be born in this life before the last life in the next Buddha era, Phra Sri Arya will have the opportunity to encounter Dhammakaya knowledge and study Dhammakaya knowledge with O1. Therefore, O1 has treasures in every province in Thailand. It is because O1 has this emperor crystal ball in every province. This crystal ball is a subtle element, which is the sacred emperor body. It will attract wealth to O1. When O1 needs to use it, someone will bring it to give to him by himself, by anyone in the radius near O1. When he needs to use wealth, someone will bring it to him, or it will happen by itself in a special way. Such as having money in his account, allowing him to withdraw it. Someone will bring it to him, with affection, depending on O1. Whatever he wants or is convenient. Someone will give him a house if he wants to use a house. Someone will give him a car if he wants to drive or use a car. Whatever he wants or needs, in which province. The Emperor Crystal Ball will inspire him. It will be given to him so that O1 does not have to search for it. Therefore, O1 does not have to ask anyone for merit. It is a dream to confirm what Kyungtawan told everyone who listened to the clip, that O1 never asked Kyungtawan for merit through Kyungtawan to invite anyone to make merit with O1. For this reason, come and answer the arguments that there are messages slandering Kyungtawan about deceiving people to transfer a lot of money to build a temple or a kuti for O1, but there was no actual construction. And let Kyungtawan answer the question. If anyone is wondering where O1 is after leaving the temple, and if O1 really renounces the monkhood, what kind of work will he be able to do at the age of 81? Because the answer from this dream confirms that O1 can live anywhere in Thailand and the world. Even in other universes outside of Earth, he can go there. It depends on the mission that O1 must do at each time. O1 therefore does not specify the location so that no one will look for him. Because there are many dishonest people who are ready to pretend to meet O1 here and there. Then good people will be tricked into donating or transferring money to make merit with O1 for whatever reason they can come up with. So O1 cuts the problem by not letting anyone know where O1 is so that no one will be troubled. Because if O1 tells the first place, people will rush to look for him because they want to make merit with O1. In the criminal case of O1 that should have been closed between October 2023 April 2024. If O2 goes to close the case so that O1 is cleared of the case, O1 will be able to tell where he is. Everyone will be able to find him. But because O2, the loser who was in O6's body, believed O6's false slanderous words, the case was not closed for O1 during that time. This caused O1 to still not be able to tell anyone where O1 was. At this time, O1 asked the person who knew the truth to have this dream again to tell Kyungtawan to answer and emphasize to everyone who heard to help tell everyone at the temple as much as possible that since the real O1 had to leave the temple on February 2nd, 2019, O1 absolutely will not let the people in this group know where O1 went or is. Because he knows that those who meet O1 will be troubled by criminal cases as stipulated. If DC finds out where O1 is or who he is with, the law will prosecute the person who provided hiding space for O1 because O1 is an escaped suspect. Therefore, O1 loves the group of children of the Dhammakaya temple, both inside and outside the area, so he will not go look for him so as not to cause trouble to anyone in that way. And O1 will go live somewhere else, with another group, other people who are not related to this group or any of O1's cases. And no one will know which O1 has a case with that person. Up until today, no one has found the real O1, which would become an excuse from anyone, especially at the Dhammakaya temple, whether it be monks or laypeople, who would whisper that they found O1 here or there, or O1 wanted them to do this or that, in order to gain merit, so that the children of this group would make merit. The real O1 would never do that. Therefore, if at the Dhammakaya temple, anyone who claims anyone, directly or indirectly informs the group, by reviewing the past sermons but adding new text, or writing words that are similar or imitating, but with the intention of making the children believe that it is O1 who wants them to do it, telling them to make merit in this way or that way, which is completely new. Or if there is any new project or new method that claims to come from O1, there is no truth at all. It is an excuse from someone who is not afraid of sin and wants to trick the temple children of O1 to invest money to make merit with factors based on the belief that O1 claims. But O1 does not actually exist. As for who is the one who claimed it, it is the one who seized the temple's assets and the temple's people to work for him. The one who planned to push him out with the case in 2019. He is the one who knows best that he is really not there. And whoever collaborated with him may or may not know the truth because of greed. But he is O6, he knows well. The big secretary knows well that there is no real O1 in the temple. If you don't believe him, go ask these two people. But you have to ask them live to the public so that most people can see what their expressions are like and what they say. People these days are intelligent and clever. If they are not obsessed or under the influence of witchcraft, they will know right away if they see his face and listen to his answer. If they believe it or not. If they see his face and listen to his answer, they will know right away whether they can be believed or not. If he answers publicly that there really is O1 but cannot tell because the case is not closed, if he answers, the temple and the group will suffer. If that is the case, then the information is the same, that is, there really is no O1 and O1 is not in the temple. But he answered like that so that he can claim that O1 is secretly in the temple and giving orders. Including the advice he gave, for the monks to speak in a way that makes people believe that it belongs to O1 or that someone is O1. The main intention is to cheat and defraud the donations from the merit-making project that directly announced the invitation to join. This is considered illegal and punishable. Anyone can file a lawsuit according to the law. If anyone dares to do this, that person or group will gain a lot of merit. But if no one dares to do it, it's okay. Let them continue to cheat. But the truth about O1 not being at the temple must be confirmed to the public worldwide. To cut the cycle of delusion that is dangerous to those who create merit. That will cause everyone who believes in this to have an afterlife like Khru J right now. Therefore, we must hurry to make the story of O1 not being at the temple known to the public first. And Kyongtawan would like to use this space to confirm the truth that the real O1, even though he is no longer at the temple and O1 has disrobed since February 2020. O1 has no reason to find money from anyone by telling anyone to make merit with O1. Therefore, if anyone invites anyone to make merit with O1 or claims to have met or contacted O1 by asking them to make merit with a vehicle or make merit at that temple or build a kuti or pavilion for O1 anywhere, we must ask about the intention of the person who invites people to make merit to know clearly that they are doing it because they want to make an offering themselves. Not because they are invited by O1. If that is the case, anyone who wants to make merit can do so because it is not considered a deception. However, whether the real O1 will use or receive the intended offering in the future or not, it may or may not happen at all. There is no offense if it is not caused by the intention to deceive. However, if it is not known whether it is the real O1's wish or not, do not join because you may be deceived or become a sin because of the infatuation of the inviter who believes and thinks that they are doing it for O1 because they think or have learned in some special way that O1 wants them to do it. When you cannot verify the truth to know for sure, you must avoid it and refuse it. It is better than being tricked into committing a sin because when you commit a sin, you will receive sin. At this time in this clip, Kyongtawan is a representative reporting news from the real O1 who tells the real knower through the method of the dragon hidden in the body or the Dhammakaya knowledge of O1. Do as O1 wants to tell everyone that O1 confirmed that O1 has never invited anyone to make merit or solicit money from anyone for O1, no matter what the matter is. Since the 2nd of February 2019. Since leaving Wat Phra Dhammakaya, O1 confirmed that if anyone is invited to make merit with O1, no matter what form, both worldly and merit-making, it is all a lie and deception. You can collect any transfer slips and report to the police to arrest the person who invited you to make merit or transfer money to them. Because if they do not stop doing this from today onwards, anyone who has transferred or made merit can immediately report to the police to arrest the person who invited them, including the laypeople from Wat Phra Dhammakaya. No matter how high-ranking or senior, if they still behave like this, it is considered that the real O1 confirms today, going back to the 2nd of February 2019, that O1 has not invited anyone to make merit or do any new religious work through Wat Phra Dhammakaya or any branches of the temple throughout Thailand at all. Because I know very well that O1 is a suspect evading arrest warrant, there will be punishment for those who provide shelter. Therefore, there will be punishment for those who cite O1's orders. Even if they do not say it directly, but whisper it to each other. Even if he didn't sign his name clearly indicating that it was O1, didn't use the name of the messenger star. Even if he avoided using someone's name, or even didn't sign his name at all but relied on reviewing past sermons, the intention of the person doing so is a direct fraudulent and deceiving intention. deceiving the temple people who knew the news to join any new merit-making event that was announced credibly because it was announced by a monk who had been receiving merit since the time when O1 was still giving orders with a physical presence at the temple. But now, the real O1 has confirmed through this clip of Kyantawan Sut Sudtham that O1 left the temple on February 2, 2019, and didn't invite anyone to make merit at all, and hasn't given orders to anyone since April 22, 2018. Therefore, this means that all the announcements inviting new merit-making events or new projects in any form from the temple did not come from the real O1. But there were claims to make the temple people and the hosts of the devotees believe that it was O1 inviting them, even if there was no clear signature. And the methods and formats clearly indicate such intention because they made the temple people really believe that it came from O1. If that's the case, then it's a true fraud, because none of the real O1 was aware of or invited anyone to do it. Anyone who is aware of this already, you can go and investigate and ask the temple to take responsibility for announcing whether it is true or not, whether it is a fraud or not, whether O1 is really not at the temple or not, and use your discretion according to the principles of intellectuals and gentlemen. Because if the temple invites people to make merit without any truth from the real O1, but claims that they intend to make people believe that it is from O1, it is definitely a lie or deception. And please help share this clip so that the temple people in the world can know the truth in all forms. Whoever has made merit in any of the new announcements since the end of 2018 is the merit of the golden plate Sirarat. It can be said that all the monks in the temple and the committee that announced their names on December 26, 2018 are all liars who intentionally deceive people into believing that they are donating money. They work like a gang, like a call center. No need to ask for evidence. Just take people to live stream and ask questions to 06 and 01's secretary so that they can answer to the public at large. No matter what they answer, all answers will be immediately revealed to the public. Let the intellectuals help analyze, consider, and judge. Their answers will definitely come back to tie them up and point out that they are truly wrong in every way. The questions that should be asked first are as follows. Question 1. Ask whether O1 is really in the temple or not. If he answers that O1 is not in the temple, you can argue that in that case, how did he give the instructions? Who ordered him? Doing that with the intention of deceiving people into believing that O1 ordered it or not. Let him answer yes or no. If no one admits that it is true, or he acts like a stubborn villain and says that he doesn't know, or insists that there is none, or insists that everything is true, that O1 has everything, everyone must immediately realize that they are intentionally lying repeatedly, standing on one leg. In this case, you can report it to the police and arrest them. Especially the big secretary who has been O1's secretary all along, who has been giving out sermons to let the temple people know since June 2018 that any sermon of O1, he ordered no one else to touch except him. Just like that, he can be arrested. Let the criminal process make him have to prove himself to the court himself that he is innocent or that he has anything to confirm as evidence that he did not forge O1's sermons to deceive the temple people to make merit at the new invitation announcement at the temple. Because it is a false claim of O1, intentionally deceiving people to believe that O1 is still at the temple and has ordered the invitation to do new merit-making activities for many years. It's time to stop. The second question is whether the host has heard the news that the Kumari is involved in the 70-30 division of the donation money. Is this true? When the new group of believers clearly said that it was Fra Maha Dr. Samchai or 06 who informed them that he was the representative to negotiate, 06 must be asked to hear the truth from his mouth first. But before going there, ask the temple administration first by asking O2 first if he knows about this. No, don't know. If the answer is yes, then the next question must be, knowing and letting it go like this means that O2 believes 06 said that, right? If the answer is yes, then we have to ask, how do we believe it? What evidence makes us believe it? Let's see the evidence. If O2 will confirm that we believe that 06 can refer to the Kumari from above, how is it? What evidence do you use to show it? But if O2 answers that he doesn't know and that there is nothing related to the above and denies that 06 is involved at all and insists that everything is according to the orders of O1 that have been given, whether O1 is in the temple or not, there is a way to order it. As the person who receives the work, I will follow everything without any doubt. If this is O2's answer, I have to confirm to O2 that O2's answer is not consistent with the guidelines and behaviors during the past period since December 26, 2018 because of what happened and led the temple people to do merit-making activities in the past several years. There are irregular and unconventional methods and no signatures that show that it is a habitual and fraudulent method. Even if O2 insists. All monks at the temple management level insist that they did nothing wrong according to O1's orders. The temple people who gathered to ask for answers must ask O2 about the third matter to answer live in the public. The third matter, it is known that between October 2023 and April 2024, the prosecutor has informed the temple to close the case for O1. There are 180 days. But O2 did not go to close the case because he claimed to the host that if he went to help close the case for O1 to be released, O1 would come to chase O2 out of Wat Phra Dhammakaya because he accused O2 of playing the stock market. Is O2 really saying this? If O2 answers anything that confirms that it is true or even chooses to deny that there is none, it is not true at all. The prosecutor has never informed him to close the case. Where did the news come from? In any case, let the temple people who went to ask be aware of this matter. Don't back down and make a sure accusation that O2 really did not accept his own mistake and the host really heard it and came to inform Khru J and Khru J posted on his page. There are people who have collected that information. Even though Khru J has passed away, he cannot confirm the truth. But what Khru J posted on the page can confirm instead of Khru J. When O2 does not accept and still denies, acting like such an incident did not happen even though it is a very important and big matter to the temple. O1's children can hold this as the biggest mistake of O2 that cannot be trusted to lead the temple administration in the whole group. If O2 and the temple committee cannot confirm with evidence that they believe O6 is involved in the matter of the higher-up, it means that the temple administration and O2 acted negligently, allowing people like O6 to deceive and claim the higher-up. The whole group must be arrested first because it is considered a gang of deception in the saffron robes. Then let the legal adjudication process come in to investigate by letting the monks who are considered negligent to the point of colluding to cheat donated money for a long time. Let them know that if the higher-up really knows about it, the Kumari also knows about it. Will she be able to show herself and show her royal power to protect all these monks by herself or not? But if the Kumari is indifferent or denies any involvement, it will be clear that O6 has been making false claims, using deception on one side to deceive the monks in the temple, not to conflict with her and to cooperate in various projects to share the donated money with O6 according to the 70-30 agreement that O6 mentioned. But it must be checked whether the donated money has actually been divided to the Kumari by 70% or not by going to ask for an interview directly in a polite manner. And the best thing is to make it public at the same time, not doing it as a secret for a specific group of people. Otherwise, that group of people or some people may be bullied or dealt with to disappear, which is possible from offering benefits so that they don't have to tell the truth anymore. Or threaten to not tell the truth or speak again or eliminate to prevent anyone from speaking again. Everything must be done openly to the public, which is live broadcasting. And there must be a group of people to go together at the same time. Choose a big merit-making day with a large number of people, such as the merit-making day of the Buddha's rice offering ceremony. Do it after the rice offering ceremony is finished. The mind is clear and bright, free from all sins and delusions. The power of the merit of the white side will support everyone who dares to ask these truths to survive safely. If they try to use influence or use force to control the group of people who go to ask, they will not be able to do it, because the live broadcast will make the public and outsiders see it together immediately. At 14.33 hours. Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. Lastly, no matter who has the intention to do it and does it or does not, but the continuation of the search for the truth is the most important thing for the elements of Dhamma this time. And it is a great merit that everyone will get the group back on the path to the ultimate Dhamma of the suppression side again or not. It depends on everyone's heart that is serious or not. The readiness to unite as one, having the same heart truly will lead to success in bringing the temple back to the creation of merit that will lead to the ultimate Dhamma. Everyone, please support it. And for this reason, with the merit that was intended to be a beginning like this, it is considered a great merit that occurred before the actual action. Then, We can be delighted with the blessing that O1 intended to give to his children who intended to find the truth and bring the temple back into the hands of the laity who will help take care of the temple and manage the temple. Let the monks step down from all administration and do only the duties of the monks. With the clearing up of the monks who have doubts, let the process of the monks' investigation proceed. To be an example for Buddhists around the world, if we can do this, we will rejoice in the merit and wish that everyone receives blessings from Luang Por O1 at this time.
ขอด้วยพระบุญบารมีรัศมีกำลังฤทธิ์อำนาจสิทธิเฉียบขาดของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าทุกๆพระองค์นับประสงค์ขายพระองค์ไม่ถ้วนในอายตนะนิพพานบารมีธรรมของพระปัจเจกพุทธเจ้าและพระอรหันตเจ้าทั้งหลายบารมีธรรมของพระเดชพระหลวงปู่พระมงคลเทมุนีสดจันทสโรบุคคลพบวิชาธรรมกายบารมีของยายอาจารย์มหารัตนอุบาสิกาจารย์กุณยูและมหาทานบารมีศีลบารมีเนคขมะปัญญาวิริยะขันติสัจจะทิฏฐานเมตตาเบกขาบารมีที่ได้สั่งสมอบรมมาตั้งแต่ปฐมชาติที่เกิดเป็นมนุษย์สร้างบารมีเรื่อยมานับพบนับชาติไปทั่วมาจนกระทั่งถึงปัจจุบันชาตินี้จงมารวมอยู่ในศูนย์กลางกายฐานที่7ให้กลางกายวาจาใจธาตุธรรมจงไปรู้ให้สะอาดและบริสุทธิ์ให้หลุดพ้นจากการเป็นบาปเป็นทาสของพยามารให้หลุดพ้นจากวิบัติบาปศักดิ์สิทธิ์วิบากกรรมวิบากมารสักต่างๆนานาในชีวิตทุกโศกโรคภัยสิ่งที่ไม่ดีทั้งหลายให้ละลายหายสูญไปหมดให้รู้ทุกคนสมบูรณ์ไปด้วยมหาสมบัติจักรพรรดิจากไม่พร่องติดตามตัวไปทุกภพทุกชาติตราบกระทั่งถึงที่สุดแห่งธรรมให้สมบูรณ์ไปด้วยมหาสมบัติอัศจรรย์ทันใช้สร้างบารมีในชาตินี้สะดวกสบายอย่างง่ายดายให้สมบัติใหญ่ไหลมาเทมาทุกวันทุกคืนทั้งวันทั้งคืนทั้งหลับทั้งตื่นทั้งนั่งนอนยืนเดินให้หมดหนี้สินเหลือกินเหลือใช้เหลือไว้สร้างบารมีจะประกอบธุรกิจการงานใดที่เป็นสัมมาอาชีวะให้ประสบความสำเร็จเป็นอัศจรรย์ให้ซื้อง่ายขายคล่องกำไรงามเป็นมหาเศรษฐีผู้ใจบุญเป็นมหาเศรษฐีคู่บุญค้ำจนพระพุทธศาสนาวิชาธรรมกายทำไม่ได้ดิบพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าไปได้คุณหลวงปู่และคุณยายอาจารย์ในบรรลุขอให้ลูกทุกคนจงบรรลุธรรมนั้นจงมีสุขภาพร่างกายที่แข็งแรงอายุขัยยืนยาวได้สร้างบารมีกันเป็นนานๆให้ครอบครัวอยู่เย็นเป็นสุขเป็นครอบครัวแก้วครอบครัวธรรมกายครอบครัวตัวอย่างของโลกให้เป็นที่รักของมนุษย์ของเทวดาทั้งหลายอาคีภัยโจรภัยอาจจะภัยทุกชนิดจะนำมาคำคลายให้พบปะในสิ่งที่ดีงามที่จะนำชีวิตไปสู่ความเจริญรุ่งเรืองที่เป็นบรรพจิตก็ขอให้ได้สร้างบารมีได้ตลอดรับฟังจะได้มีอุปสรรคใดเกิดขึ้นมาขัดขวางในหนทางการสร้างบารมีให้เป็นเนื้อนาบุญเป็นอายุพระศาสนาปฏิบัติธรรมะขอให้ได้พบพระธรรมกายจะศึกษาเล่าเรียนพระธรรมวินัยของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าให้แตกฉานทั้งปริยัติปฏิบัติปฏิเวทจะเทศนาคำไพเราะเบื้องต้นทางกลางเบื้องปลายบริสุทธิ์บริบูรณ์ทั้งอัฏฐะและพยัญชนะใครได้ยินได้ฟังธรรมขอให้ได้บรรลุธรรมกายความปรารถนาในกตามที่ลูกทุกคนได้ตั้งใจไว้อย่างนี้แล้วเป็นใบเพื่อการสร้างบารมีขอความปรารถนานี้จงเป็นผลสำเร็จจงเป็นผลสำเร็จจงเป็นผลสำเร็จด้วยอนุภาพแห่งพระธรรมกายของพระพุทธเจ้าทุกพระองค์จงทุกประการเถิด
May these wishes be fulfilled by the power of the Dhammakaya of every Lord Buddha in every way. Sadhu.